Deep in a wooded area covered by periwinkle, fallen leaves, and old maple trees lies an almost forgotten piece of Black history. Shady Grove Cemetery used to be a place where families gathered in sorrow, in happiness, and even as a place to learn. And now this overgrown land is all that remains of a rural Black area and former slaveholding estate. Some believe the remains of slaves, slave owners, and veterans lie beneath this land. Louise Duncan knows all too well the fond memories and the heartbreak of losing such an important part of her past and Missouri's history.
It's a lot of history out there. I'm sure people could really tell some stories because I have an aunt, a great aunt out there that was born a slave.
Duncan and her family want nothing more than to be able to visit and be near their deceased family members.
I can kind of get teary-eyed, a heavy heart when I think about, they're out there and I can't get up there to, visit the grave or anything like that.
Which is why Duncan called for help. Roy Kinder answered that call and continues to as he visits and plans for the future of the cemetery.
I thought it would be quite a challenge to undertake at least coordinating those that will come and help. And we've had people volunteer, and we've already had a number of donations that have been sent in.
Duncan remembers the days that her father and grandfather were the sextons, or caretakers of the cemetery, dedicating countless hours and manpower to make sure history lived on.
Oh gosh, I hate to think what Daddy would think about it, as much work as he put into the cemetery.
As a child, Duncan and her other siblings grew up playing at the cemetery and enjoying Memorial Day, as people throughout the community joined. Duncan even remembers an all-Black school that sat out front of the cemetery, attracting Blacks from many different parts of Missouri. Both her mother and father attended this school. It closed around the 1920s due to a drop in attendance, and around the 1930s and 40s, the abandoned school began to fall apart. Duncan wants nothing more than to see the cemetery back in good condition so the history and memories can live on.
And it breaks my heart to see it like that, and that's the reason why I've struggled and tried to draw attention to it, to find some way that I could get somebody to would take an interest in getting it just cleaned off.
She laughs with joy at the thought of this cemetery being taken care of.
I would really be happy to see that place cleaned up.
Kinder and Duncan, with the help of others around the community, hope to recapture what used to be at Shady Grove Cemetery. Ashley Casillas, KOMU 8 News, Dutchtown.
I would like to interview you. Oh, okay. Just kind of,